I watched Steve debate the Christian guy, the guy who could not wait to go home to eat his wife's chicken dinner. That guy. Steve said something there, which is so stupid. The Christian made a point about animals like deer and badger, about how they need to be controlled because those things breed like rabbits. If you do not control those animals, their population, there's going to be so many of them. So they have to be controlled. And somebody will go out every now and again and they will shoot down deers and badgers. And Steve and a lot of vegans' responses, Steve said to the Christian that human beings have taken away the predators because those predators would have controlled their population. Now, first of all, let me tell you how ridiculous this is. For something to be able to kill a deer, that predator is also going to be harmful for humans. This is not America where the majority of people own guns. So how are we going to defend ourselves against predators? Because guess what? If the predators are there to control the deer, who is there to control the predators? Whether you like it or not, humans are going to have to intervene somehow to control these beasts. Because that sounds like a great idea, doesn't it, Steve? Get a bunch of predators. What predators are you talking about, by the way? So let's say you have a bunch of wolves and they are killing the deer. Who's going to control the wolves from breeding? Because we're going to have a wolf problem. And last time I checked, this is not America where you can walk into the supermarket and buy a fiver. So how are we going to defend ourselves against the wolves? But also, he made I mean, let me just elaborate how much of a stupid statement that is. This is common sense. On one hand, you've got a bullet to the heart. On the other hand, you've got a wild animal that is going to kill another animal slowly. Because a wild animal is not going to kill that deer quickly. That is going to be a slow, painful death. If you have a man with a gun or a woman, as soon as that trigger is pulled, assuming it's a good shot, assuming you get it right in the heart, as soon as that trigger is pulled, that animal is dead. That animal will no longer be conscious. It won't even know what even hit him or her. That's a quick death. It's painful. It's painless. What you are suggesting by having a bunch of wild animals, predators, that's a slow, grisly, horrible death. You guys are meant to be for the animals. But you have no problem with another animal ripping apart a animal, literally. Because Steve acknowledges that these animals like deers and badgers need to be controlled. Their population needs to be controlled. But he's suggesting that we go and put wild animals there so they can control them. How does that even make sense? How does that even, it just doesn't even make any sense at all. And then he said, yeah, that how we should lace food. Listen to this. Listen to what this idiot said. We should go and lace food that deers eat, yeah, with contraception. How on earth is that vegan? So we want to go. So this guy wants to spike wild. I mean, he wants to spike wild animal foods with contraception, so they cannot reproduce. This vegan thing is not sensible. Once you start peeling back the layers, you just see the insanity within. It doesn't even make any sense.